5 major bar chord has a couple of options. I'm going to start with the first way we want to play it, which is barring across the top 5 strings. So we don't need to bar the 6th string with my first finger here because my root note is on the 5th string. And then I want to take my 3rd finger and bar it across the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. I do this by kind of flattening it down like that. So if you have trouble making your finger do this, right? This is a little bit tricky to play this one. You might want to work on it, but a common problem is you get to there and that 1st string is going to be muted because it's hard to lean on the your 2nd string with that finger, but get off of the 1st, right? So that's why you want to do it. But if that's too difficult, what you can do is actually play it with your 1st finger barred and then your 2nd on the 4th string, 3rd finger on the 3rd string, and your pinky down there on the 2nd string. So that's a little bit easier if you stay up on the very tips of those fingers to keep that 1st string ringing out, right? So either way you play it, doesn't make any difference, whatever works for you. Matter of fact, it's not a bad idea to play both because in different situations you may want to play one over the other, but that's always going to be your root 5 major chord, meaning your root note is on the 5th string here. In this case, that would make this a C because this is C, so that's C major, D major, E major, wherever I move it, right? So that's your root note, and then play that shape, and you've got a major chord. Dominant 7, root 5, movable bar chord shape looks like this. 1st finger is barred across my top 5 strings again. 3rd finger goes there on the 4th string, and my 2nd finger goes down there on the 2nd string. So I have to just make sure that I'm holding my 1st finger down enough to get that middle string, that 3rd string, to ring out. So it's a good idea to pick this one starting from the 5th string, one note at a time. And if you run into that means you probably don't have this. So you may have to move it up or down, slide it around until you get those all to ring out. That gives me a C because I'm starting there, dominant 7. If I move here, it would be D dominant 7 because I've changed my root note. The root note is on the 5th string. Look at our root 5 minor bar chord shape. Bar across the 3rd fret on all 5 strings with my 1st finger. Then I'm going to put my 2nd finger on the 2nd string on the 4th fret. My 3rd finger goes there on the 4th string, and my pinky down there on the 3rd. So it's this shape, which looks a lot like our root 6 major shape, right? Root 6 major shape is over here. All I've really done is move that all down to here, and I get the root 5 minor shape. So play through that. Only playing 5 strings. We don't play the 6th string. But once again, if my 1st finger leans on that string or touches it, sometimes it's nice to kill it, to kind of mute it. Even if I played all the way over it, I just don't strum that string, and that works fine. So do whatever you need to do with your 1st finger, up, further, down, just until you get all the strings to ring out. You experiment with that. But that gives me my minor chord based on this string, which is my C note, so that's a C minor chord. Minor 7 starts with the same bar across 5 strings. 2nd finger is going to go on the 2nd string. 3rd finger is going to go on the 4th string. So it looks a lot like our minor chord. I've just taken the pinky off, right? And that gives me that sound, which is a really nice minor 7th sound. So I can move that around. That's C minor 7. If I move it down 1 fret, that would be B minor 7. So wherever I put that note changes the name of the chord, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a minor 7. Here, because that note's D, and I play the minor 7 shape, gives me D minor 7. I just don't strum the 6th string, strum just 5. It's a really nice sounding chord.